Hi all. So today I'm going to discuss the problem number 28. Find the index of the first occurrence in a string from Leetcode. So the problem statement is we are given two strings, needle and haystack. So we are supposed to return the index of the first occurrence of needle in haystack. And if it does not exist, so we should return -1. Let's take the example. So input haystack string is this and the needle is this. Now we are supposed to check whether this needle, the string needle, exists in this string haystack or not. So as we can see, said does exist in the string haystack. Okay. Now our task is to return the uh, index, uh, the index at which the needle string exists in the string haystack. So said occurs at index 0 and 6. The first occurrence is at index 0. So we return 0. Okay, okay. So since sad, that is needle exists in haystack at index 0, so we should return 0 as the output. Similarly, in the example number 2, we have haystack as Leetcode and the needle is Leeto. So does needle exist in haystack? No, the answer is no. So simply we should return a -1. Okay, so let's start coding. So what approach I'm going to take here is, first of all, I'm going to take the length of this needle string. So as we know, the length will come out to be 3 in this case. Okay. So I have to consider three characters at a time in this haystack string. So how I'm going to take the approach for this question? Firstly, since the length of this needle string is 3, I'm going to take three characters at a time in this haystack string. So first three characters are sad, SAD. So do I find my needle in this haystack? Yes, I do find. So I simply need to return 0. Okay. Suppose if the string was, let's take this example. Suppose if the string was this only. Okay. If the haystack was this, if haystack was this and needle is sad. So in this case, the output should be, since sad exists in haystack at index what? 0, 1, 2, 3. At index 3, the needle exists in the haystack string. So the output should be 3 in this case. Okay. So how I'm going to take the approaches. The length of this needle string is 3. And since the length is 3, I need to consider three characters at a time. So firstly, I'm going to consider the first three characters, that is BUT. Is BUT my needle? No, I do not find my needle as of now. Again, I'm going to iterate the next three characters, that is UTS. Do I find my needle in here? No. Again, I need to take next three characters, that is TSA. Do I find my needle here? No. Then again, I go ahead and take the next three characters. Do I find my needle in this string? Yes. So this is the approach I'm going to take. So let's start coding. So first of all, my task would be find the length of the needle string. Dot length. Okay, I got my length in here. Now I have to iterate over my haystack string. Haystack dot size. haystack dot size. Okay. Now, till where I have to iterate this I loop? We will discuss that later. Now, if I have to check the substring of this haystack string. Okay. So I'm checking haystack dot substring. Haystack dot substring from where? From position I all the way through I plus the length of the needle, that is L. Okay. If this is equals to what? If this is equals to my needle, then I have to simply return what? I have to simply return the position I. Okay. Okay. And if it does not exist, I should return what? Return -1. And if it does exist, I do not need to check further, right? I just need to break from here itself. Okay. Now the next point is till what length I have to iterate this for loop. See, let me give you the same example. Our haystack is, suppose, this, and its length is how much? 6. Our needle is, and its length is how much? Sorry, 3. Now see, I have to consider 3 characters in haystack string because the length of my needle is 3 only. So I will take 3 characters at a time. So I first started from B, and then I started from U, and then I started from T, and then I started from S, right? And this is the last point till where I have to iterate my for loop. Because if I go ahead at A, I am unable to count 3 characters from position A because I have only 2 characters, that are A and D only. I do not have any other character after D. So I cannot come to this position, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do not need to come at position 4 in this for loop because it would fail because I do not have 3 characters from position A. So that is the case. I have to do what? I have to iterate my for loop till S only. So the formula is going to be the length of this haystack string, that is 6, minus the length of the needle string, that is 3. So it would give me how much? 6 minus 3, 3. So do I need to iterate till 3? 0, 1, 2, 3. Right. So I need to iterate till 3, and this is giving me the solution. So I just need to subtract the length of my needle from the length of the haystack. So I'm subtracting L. And since I am using here less than operator, not equal to operator, either I can use equal to operator here, or I can use +1 here. Okay. So this would give me the solution. Let's run this. Actually, uh, I do not have login credentials for Leetcode. I would simply uh, copy this and paste in an online compiler and run it here. Okay, and let's call this method here only. Method name is str. Okay, now let's run it. We have to give the parameters as well. So haystack was sad but sad. and needle was said. Okay, let's run. The expected output is going to be 0. I got an error. Haystack.size. Oh, just sorry. I put a size of it. I need to have it as length, not size. It's not a collection. Dot length minus L plus 1. Let's try it now. Break I'm getting. Why? Unreachable statement. Oh, oh my god. How foolish of me. Since I'm returning, I do not need to have a break. Yeah, I'm getting 0. Let's try some other input. So let's take this input. So here in this case, the output should be 0, 1, 2, 3. The output should be 3 because said exists at position 3. Yes, I'm getting the correct output. Let's take the other example which they have taken. So the haystack is Leetcode and their needle is Leeto. Okay, let's run it. It should return -1. Yes, it did return minus. So, yeah. So I hope you got this question, and if you liked the solution, please hit the like button, and if you did not like the video, please go ahead and hit the dislike button.